You know, I think a lot of people thought that I was crazy when I made the video about XRP going from 80 cents per coin to 17 cents per coin, calling this dump on XRP an absolute planned and coordinated attack on the XRP community when Jay Clayton, the former chairman of the SEC, filed the Ripple lawsuit on his last hours in office. Okay. It's very clear that XRP is a threat to the leading cryptocurrencies with its incredible consensus mechanism that makes proof of stake and proof of work completely obsolete. And what you have to understand is that in proof of work, in having these people with warehouses of computing machines going after a big $100,000 reward on Bitcoin, XRP definitely is a threat to the biggest cryptocurrencies out there, which is why this just kind of further confirms my theory that there was an article published by a senior contributor at Forbes, not some beginner contributor, but a senior contributor at Forbes, okay? She posts an article called Why the SEC Treats Ripple and Ethereum Differently, a very simple question and not an article that legitimately needed to be taken down, okay? So this is Forbes, Why the SEC Treats Ripple, attack, Ethereum, free pass. Why they're being treated differently. Not even being up on the website for an hour, it gets taken down. Okay, you can try to refresh the page all you want and try to scroll down before the page is no longer active comes up. It's completely gone. This happens on the same day that this Forbes senior contributor files a motion in the Ripple versus SEC case to make the Hinman speech documents public for XRP holders. And again, John Deaton confirming, I read the Rosin Layton article. As usual, it was spot on. There's nothing in it that could justify taking it down. Someone needs to answer why it was removed. So I really don't think I'm that crazy for calling the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit back here when I made that video that hit like 45,000 views. And the XRPchat.com forums are being very critical of me and even went so far as to call me no better than a BitConnect ringleader. When I said that the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit was a coordinated attack on the XRP community. They wanted to keep us down. They didn't want XRP to be a top 3 cryptocurrency, closely threatening Bitcoin and Ethereum. They made a coordinated attack on the community. And how simple of an article is it? Why does the SEC treat Ripple and Ethereum differently? A very free-thinking, opinionated topic. Why they're being treated differently. And they wipe the article from the face of the internet. Guys, you know XRP is a huge threat to Binance USD, USDC, Tether, Ethereum, Bitcoin. XRP is a genuine threat to all of these, which is why even before the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit, there was all those FUD campaigns that came out about how Ripple's centralized and it's a rug pull and Ripple's a scam and it's BS, right? Back in the day when Ripple first came out, there were bounties on the Bitcoin Talk forum, 50 to 100 Bitcoin bounties for people that could successfully spread misinformation on XRP. That is a fact. The Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit was a coordinated attack by the powers that be to keep XRP down. Okay? Now, a very simple article comes out that is not being posted by any other mainstream media. Why the SEC treats Ripple and Ethereum differently. Why in the absolute hell would this need to be deleted? Who contacted Forbes and had this article scraped off the face of the internet within less than an hour so people couldn't think for themselves and really go, why is the SEC treating Ripple and Ethereum completely differently? Why are they playing favorites on Ethereum but attacking Ripple relentlessly? This is because XRP is so damn efficient, it is a threat to the top leading cryptocurrencies. Luckily for us, this guy 24 Hours Crypto was able to archive this article and basically copy and paste it onto his own website. So let's go ahead, let's read through it. Why the SEC treats Ripple and Ethereum differently. Regulators aren't supposed to choose the market's winners and losers. Yet it's hard to ignore how securities laws are applied differently to the Ethereum Foundation compared to companies like Ripple. So far, I don't see any reason for this needing to justifiably be taken down. As the Securities and Exchange Commission against Ripple Labs winds down after more than 2 years of public scrutiny, a judge in the Southern District of New York contemplates whether judges will unseal the Hinman speech documents. The documents refer to a 2018 speech by the SEC Director of Corporate Finance, William Hinman, which, absent explicit regulatory guidance, constitutes the best public instruction for crypto stakeholders to avoid enforcement action. It declared one crypto asset, Ethereum's native token, Ether, as outside the securities laws. Subsequently, the SEC launched a case against a similar project to Ethereum, Ripple, seeking billions in penalties for a virtually identical offering that reasonably appeared to fit Hinman's criteria for Ether. As a regulatory scholar, I am concerned about the inconsistency. The inconsistency stems off of the bribes and stuffing the pockets of these agencies. A conflicts of interest explanation suggests that Hinman had a financial stake in an entity promoting Ether over competing coins like XRP. Separately, the government watchdog organization Empower Oversight sued the SEC to obtain materials that show Hinman received millions of dollars in retirement payments from his former law firm, Simpson, Thacher, and Bartlett, and that ST joined an alliance devoted to the exclusive promotion of Ethereum, and even that SEC warned Hinman about the appearance of such conflicts. The SEC ethics manager told Hinman on 3 separate occasions, you need to stop meeting with Simpson and Thacher. You need to stop meeting with these Ethereum leaders. In any event, unsealing the speech documents could clarify whether Ethereum's proponents influenced Hinman's speech. While Hinman himself starts the speech by saying that it only reflects his view, not the SEC's, the unsealing could show whether SEC officials had a view on the matter. Typically, such speeches are approved by agency counsel before going public. Such findings could strengthen the defense's claim that the SEC failed to provide fair notice. If the SEC itself was confused or ambivalent about crypto policy, it follows that innovators and investors could be as well. The case serves as an important referendum on, quote, regulation by enforcement, as defined by Carol R. Goforth in Regulation by Enforcement, Problems with the SEC's Approach to Crypto Asset Regulation in 2022. At issue are critical legal questions of whether the pursuit of enforcements against innovative technologies for lack of compliance and other purported harms are legitimate use of taxpayer resources versus a forthright delineation? I don't know, guys. In this channel, I come across so many new English words every single video. I literally don't know the pronunciation. Of policy by the SEC, if not Congress. To seal or unseal, the battle of motions. To seal or unseal is a common debate in federal regulatory litigation. Former General Counsel Banking Regulator Thomas Vartanian explains, quote, while transparency protects a free flow of information in the agency process, courts will often be asked to decide if the privilege is being overused. Courts may examine the evidence at issue in camera, so it is only seen by a judge who can determine the legitimate boundaries of the protection with specific knowledge of the information in question. So it seems like here you have senior contributor of mainstream media making a genuine question of why Ripple and Ethereum are treated differently, and the article is scrubbed off the internet as fast as possible within an hour of being posted. That tells you right there alone there is collusion at play to bring XRP and Ripple down. They're trying their best to keep it down, keep it suppressed, keep the community in shambles in terms of emotion. They want us destroyed because we are such a threat to the leading powers of the cryptocurrency market. That's it for the video today, guys. See you in the next one.